Oh yeah, definitely. One definitely comes to mind. I would say it was in 2015 or 2016 or so. A project that was going great for 6 months. It was a time when we were doing a lot of traveling, nationwide traveling for our clients, and we were going around uh, remodeling these restaurants. It was a pretty well-known restaurant nationwide. I think we were traveling to 3 or 4 different states. Started in Indiana, went to Houston, then ended up in
Mm.
California.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
about 5 months into the project, our client asked us to add another crew on top of the two that we already had,
Mm.
4 or 5 man crews. So we were on the road with 15 different people out there working. It got to a point it was getting tough to manage. We ended up actually missing a couple sites of ours. Guys not showing up.
Yeah.
We were just spread a bit too thin. Ended up getting kicked off the job, just
Mm.
essentially fired from the project,
Mm.
which was a huge blow.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds. Super excited about my guest. One word that we've been talking about is vision. And I'm going to tell you, this gentleman has vision from where he started to where he is now and to what he's still carving out. This guy has vision. And so I'm excited for you guys to get to know him, to see things through his lens from his perspective. And so please help me bring up on the stage Mr. Patrick Cavanaugh. How you doing, sir?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Oh, man, thank you for being here. Thank you for carving time out. I know you are a busy guy, but I know this is going to be valuable for our listeners. And so I'm so ready, man, for you to just take us into your world, man. Tell us about what it is that you do. I don't know if you want to tell them about the little secrets of your sauce that you got, but I'm going to let you control all of that. But just take us into your world, man. Tell us what you do, maybe a little bit of how you got started, and even the markets that you're operating in. But man, Mr. Patrick, the floor is yours, sir.
Yeah, so we're a commercial general contractor in Minneapolis, Minnesota, based out of Minneapolis. We have about a 200-mile range around the city of Minneapolis. I would say our main source of work is interior build outs, service work in the commercial space, whether that be break fix repairs, small remodels on the service side, and then even to the bigger build outs of uh, a lot of dollar stores. We do a lot of phone stores, interior build outs. So we'll get in there and do the demo, framing, drywall, carpentry, all the way to the final clean. Um, at times we're a full service general contractor, and at times we're just subbing out for the larger nationwide general contractors. Um, Super happy about the space that we're in. We've been at it since 2009. Right after that right after that residential market crash in 2008, we made a
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
a large shift into the commercial space. Really the best decision we've ever made. Our clients are easier to work with. To be honest, less stressful than working for a homeowner. Which I don't mind. We've gotten into a couple homeowners, but it's really just not something we're big into at the moment. Looking to change that though, because I know there's just a definite need for a lot of these homeowners to get things done inside their house from reputable and experienced contractors. So
I love it, man. No, I absolutely love it, Mr. Patrick. I love it how you can cover all spectrum. Like we can do the residential if you need us to, but man, our sweet spot is with these, with the commercial as well. Having these project managers call us up and say, "Hey, we need your service." And so I absolutely love it, man. And one of the things we're talking about is that you're growing. And be honest, every business is not growing within this climate. It's not always easy. So what's been the key to keeping that machine running smoothly, Mr. Patrick?
yeah, I would say it's quality work first of all. Following up with our clients, making sure we're running through their processes correctly. As I said before, we're a glorified subcontractor at times. So we a lot of our contracts, include, when we're doing these larger interior build outs, they include 4 or 5 different scopes. And we found that, scopes meaning we're doing the demo, the framing, the drywall, the carpentry. You can add the painting and then the final clean.
Yeah.
A lot of our clients like that. It's less paperwork on their end. They don't have to write, 4 different contracts. They can come to us as a really one-stop shop for these items. You notice I leave the mechanical stuff out of it. You need special permits, and we're a licensed general contractor, but we don't possess any electrical or HVAC licensing up in Minnesota. Just not needed. We have several great relationships with those some electricians and HVACs and plumbers up in Minnesota. So not something we're looking to get into. We're really just good carpenters. We fix things, handymen, carpenters, and I got a few guys who love tearing stuff up in the demo. So really just a fun space to be in. There's always different things that we're doing, whether it be break, fix, repairing. It's always something new and different. Yeah. It's keeping my employees engaged because they're always learning new things. Have a couple really good young guys at the moment. Young, I'm talking 20 to 22 years old who are loving it. Yeah. Giving them the freedom to make their own schedule. One of the younger guys is even building his own estimates on his service calls and submitting them and making good money doing it. So just a good spot where we're at and see a lot of potential for growth here.
Love it, man. Yeah, it's always good to have some people on your team that love to smash. You say Hawk smash, and they like, we got you. So I know you say you got some guys that love doing demo, but I love it. I love how you know your sweet spot. You know what you do strong, and you'll do what you do and then partner with other people that can do what they do best. And I think that's always the name of the game, is when you know who you are, you know what to do. And so I absolutely love that, man. Now I know, you've been around since 2009, you've been doing this. And so I like to normalize the hard for people. I try to, sometimes we focus so much on the success that we don't focus on the process of how we got to this success. And so I always like to ask a question,
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
I know there's times within your industry where things get real. Maybe when something goes sideways, a time when you have to pivot fast. And I was wondering, Mr. Patrick, if you mind sharing one of those moments for you.
Oh yeah, definitely. One definitely comes to mind. I would say it was in 2015 or 2016 or so. A project that was going great for 6 months. It was a time when we were doing a lot of traveling, nationwide traveling for our clients, and we were going around remodeling these restaurants. It was a pretty well-known restaurant nationwide. I think we were traveling to 3 or 4 different states. Started in Indiana, went to Houston, then ended up in California.
Yeah.
And about 5 months into the project, our client asked us to add another crew on top of the 2 that we already had, 4 or 5 man crews. So we were on the road with 15 different people out there working. It got to a point it was getting tough to manage. We ended up actually missing a couple sites of ours, guys not showing up. We were just spread a bit too thin. Ended up getting kicked off the job, just essentially fired from the project, which was a huge blow. We were out there and I was invested. About a month before that, they asked us to add a crew. It required an investment in a truck and a trailer. Made that investment. So 15 of us all of a sudden out of work in California. It was fast and sudden, traveling to every guy's hotel room, paying them out, making sure they're paid for their work, and, apologizing, telling them it's over, we're going home. I had guys from Arizona, I had guys from Wyoming who were out there, and we had to get back to Minnesota. There was about, I think 4 or 5 of us were actually from Minnesota. So huge blow. Came back and really, it was a process of still negotiating with our client on our final payout. All of my guys were paid out. Line of credit maxed. Because in this business, you pay yourself before, or you pay your other guys before you pay yourself, and they all went to bat for me for 3-4 months working long days. It was an overnight project, so it was a lifestyle we were in. So that was a challenging time. Weird thing about it was we got fired from that job, but we still held the client. The client, they're a real large client out of Texas, and still work for them, to be honest, to this day.
Wow.
I would say it slowed down a little bit with them at the time. But fortunately they knew that we did good work, and I don't know if they had a choice in the matter of letting us go from it, being that we missed some sites. But it's just kind of I would say it's a little testament to the work that we do, is that we kept the client, and still do large projects for them for this day. But I would say that project set us back about 1.5 years, 2 years. one of the largest business learning experiences that I've had. Don't overextend. Don't let your eyes get too big, and learn to say no at times. Things were running great with 2 crews until they asked us to add another crew.
Yeah.
They would have been fine with us saying no about it. You just you think you.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
At that time, I was younger and wanted to, maybe wanted to be, the top crews out there doing the most sites. Just not needed. Stay within your wheelhouse. Don't bring, it caused us to bring people in that we didn't know. Going on, I think at that time we were even using Craigslist to patch some crews together.
Yeah.
Not a good idea.
Yeah.
It's just stay within what you know, and stick with what works. If it's working, just be a little more careful about expanding things.
Yeah.
I definitely, as I said, one of the larger learning experiences that I've had, and something that I still think about, to this day. So thankful that it happened. It sucked at the time, but onward and upward.
Yeah. Yeah. No, man, thank you for sharing. That's the kind of stuff people don't talk about enough. And honestly, that's what separates folks from just the ones that dabble to the ones that stay in it for the long term. And for me, again, it speaks to your vision, right? You have people who's willing to rally behind you in a moment of crisis. And I believe they do that because they know you have vision. And I think that makes you a good leader. And again, man, I see the through line of vision when it comes to you and how you look at things, how you can turn things around. And so, again, man, thank you for your honesty with sharing that story.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
one of my friends said to me, it doesn't happen to you, it happens for you.
Woo!
And
Mm,
everything is just a stepping stone in life. Going
mm.
from one thing to the next. And
Yep.
you learn, you move forward, and yeah, keep doing that. I think if you have that attitude,
Yeah.
um, everything will snowball on you, and come back to you. So.
Absolutely. We can't build muscle or get stronger without resistance. Resistance is what built muscles. It what makes us stronger. And so, absolutely, man. I thank you so much, brother. Let me ask you this, Mr. Patrick. What are you most focused on solving or scaling next? What's the next real goal for you, sir?
Yeah, great question. I would say it is the processes of how we handle our work coming in.
Yeah.
Um, at the moment, we have 3 or 4 different platforms that we're working off of. Platforms meaning, some of our larger clients have their own phone app, their own schedule, their own desktop platform.
Yeah.
So we're working off 3 or 4 of those, and we also about a year ago we use Jobber as a platform to get our work done. So
Mhm.
we're trying to integrate all these um, different schedules together, and they're
Yeah.
really our biggest issue is they're not talking to each other.
Yeah.
Our schedules aren't lining up, so at times we get overbooked, and at times we get underbooked on a day that we think we're booked.
Yeah.
We have some technicians missing a few work orders because they just didn't see it on the specific app that the work order was on.
Yeah.
Um, so it's a big challenge for us. Whether or not we have to move everything to Jobber, which that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So systems and processes. It's kind of a big thing in our industry at the moment.
Yeah.
But definitely something if you wanna scale and have a you know growth, you need to get these in order.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really the one thing that's the things that got me here are not going to be the things that move me forward in
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
So it's really it's really our biggest obstacle at the moment
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
and it's really keeping us in the same spot. We have we could stay here forever, and scramble and kind of run around crazy for a while, um, or we could figure it out, and that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Figure out
Yeah.
how to get everything talking with each other, and um, some relief,
Yeah.
to our work a little bit.
Yeah. Now, man, I hear you, and there's no doubt in my mind you're going to be able to figure this out. Again, I come back to it, man. You got vision, brother, and I'm sure it's going to come to you exactly how to put all the pieces in place, because you overcome every obstacle, right? You're moving from one place to the next. You're carving out niches. I mean, it's only right. The next transition is figuring this out so you can scale to the level that you want to scale to, and a scale at a pace that I think is good for you. Because right now you're not doing it too fast. You talked about not going too fast, learning from your mistakes, and so I know you're right at the natural, inclination where you need to go. And so I love it, man. I love listening to you talk. I love listening to what's going on with your business and the next steps that's right on the horizon. So I appreciate you sharing, man. I think one of the last, next and one of the last questions I want to ask you is when it comes to relationships. I mean, you was able to pull together about 15 people, you driving in 4 different states. Again, it shows me that people are willing to buy into you. So I think a lot of people hearing this, that at the early part of their journey, or, they're looking to level up. And I think their benefit hearing from you when it comes to building relationships and growing your network. What's made the biggest difference for you?
It's all about taking care of people and realizing these people got families, they got goals and dreams just like I do.
Yeah.
They don't want to they don't want to be in a they want to be cared for. They want to feel like they're a part of something.
Yeah.
I'm fortunate to be able to pay them a good wage in our line of work.
Yeah.
Um, one thing that has been big for us is supplying them. Every technician we have, we supply them with a vehicle. We supply them
Yeah.
with a gas card. Um, health and medical, of course, it's a
Yeah.
big deal, big expense, but it's a big deal.
Yeah.
But we also give them opportunities to make bonuses and to make extra money on top of their hourly wage, depending on the work they want to put in.
Yeah.
And I'm the type, I don't I take care of them before me. I'm not driving around in $80,000 trucks.
Yeah.
All of my stuff is used old trucks because I like them and I know a little bit about them.
Yeah.
Um, but I would rather invest in people than invest in the big trucks.
Yeah.
Some of these trucks people drive around are they're crazy nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
not needed. I would rather take that money and get my guy who would take a $10,000 vehicle and be super happy and thankful for it.
Mm.
And I can
Yeah.
see that. I can see it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so it's really investing into them. Some of my guys I've known for 6 years, 6, 7, 10 years.
Yeah.
They're out there buying their own houses. Taking their own vacations. That's what makes me feel good about it.
Absolutely. Nah, I love it, man. I love it, Mr. Patrick, man. I love the way you talking. I love the way you caring for people. Relationships are everything within any space that we in. Relationships is so key. So I appreciate you so much for sharing that perspective. Listen, before we wrap, if someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, maybe collaborate or learn more about what you're doing, what's the best way for them to reach out to you, sir?
Yeah, great question. That's I would say just via email would be good. We live on email nowadays. You
Yeah.
can just reach me at our email is my direct email would be Patrick Patrick at ipcgroupllc.com.
Yeah. Yeah. Love it. Well, there he is, Mr. Patrick Cavanaugh, sir. Thank you so much for your time, carving out some time for us. Thank you for your stories, for your perspective. We definitely need people within the space that has the heart that you have, putting people first, building these relationships, taking care of the people around you. We definitely need more people like you in this space. So, again, thank you, Mr. Patrick, for coming through, sir.
That's great. Let's do it again.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, everyone else, you've heard Mr. Patrick. I know you got a ton of value out of this. There's very few times when I tell you I'm excited that you don't see my excitement by the end, because there are constantly valuable conversations that come out. So with Mr. Patrick, you've seen it, and we're going to continue to keep bringing you valuable conversations. So Mr. Patrick, thank you again. And to everyone else, we will see you on the next time.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.